What up? This is Rama Screen, and in the anticipation of Primo arriving on Amazon Freevee May 19, I'm talking with the stars of this new show, Ignacio and Stakiah. How are you, Ignacio and Stakiah?
Good. How are
Well,
you?
doing
Good,
well.
good. Congratulations. I watched the first few episodes. It cracked me up. I love this show. Ignacio, let me start with you. You play the title character. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is your first big lead role. What's it like playing this the lead in this project? Does it come with some pressure, or and if so, how did you power through it?
Yeah, I mean, it certainly comes with like more pressure, at least professionally, than I had before, more responsibility. Um, but you know, like the day I found out I was cast, Shay Serrano called me and and I talked to him and met him for the first time. And I remember like beginning to sort of ask him questions about himself, um, to try to start to understand if like I was in the right pocket or whatever with the character, and to want to learn more about, you know, the person the person who was like sort of the frame for the character I was playing. And from the very beginning, even from that like initial phone conversation, he was so generous about like giving me all of the space really to be like, this is, you're not playing me, you're playing Rafa, the character is yours, like we trust you. And like so 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 yeah, him and everyone else sort of like um at the helm of the show were really, really great about alleviating that pressure. um when we started shooting, something that was told to me by one of our executive producers, Morgan Sackett, was it's hard to make a comedy when you're stressed. And that was really, really wonderful advice. And I really took that to heart. And and thankfully, like, you know, the environment on set wasn't really stressful. Like, it was just fun, truthfully. Like, it was just a good time. Like, everyone on the show, the cast, the crew, you know. So the scariest moments were in the lead up before getting there.
And Stakiah from Michigan.
Yes.
Going from studying theater to performing August Wilson on Broadway. What's it like landing your big project on Primo? What was your initial reaction when you heard what Primo was about?
So, coming from my background, like you said, a theater background and landing Primo, it was a dream come true, honestly. I felt overwhelmed in the best way possible with joy and gratitude. And I remember my self-tape audition, sending it in, and it was the first time in a while I felt very comfortable, like really, really comfortable, and felt like the character was me. Like I didn't have to try to act like something, but I had to just be myself. And that just made me feel really empowered going into it. And then when I got the call back and everything, that was just more affirmation. And I actually have a recording of myself affirming that I got the role, which is crazy because I mean, we audition a million times on a million different things and we never know which one is going to stick or which one is going to land. But just so happened, me recording myself and saying, "Hi, I'm my own Primo. Tune in this day, this time." And it really came true. So I think when we just affirm and believe and have positive energy towards something, it's able to manifest. And I feel like that's really what it did. And going into onto set and filming, like Ignacio said, it just helped when everybody there is like collaborative and have a positive attitude and want to be there and put their best foot forward. And that's what happened. And I feel like that just helped us blossom as a cast, as the crew, and in every aspect.
Let me ask you this both fun question. How much do you share in common with your respective characters? Stakiah, how much do you share in common with Maya? Ignacio, how much do you share in common with Rafa?
So I feel like Maya, since she is a 16-year-old, she's trying to navigate life like we all are. I'm still trying to navigate life. Maya has her future set out for her and her family. They tell her where she's going to go to school. They tell her what she's going to accomplish. And I feel like that's similar to my life. My parents kind of shaped me in a way and set me up for college and set me up for success, which I appreciate because some people, don't have that. So I feel like me and Maya kind of live in a structured way to help us bloom.
Maybe more than I'd like. I don't know. Rafa's got a thing going on where like if he's trying too hard, like if he's conscious of what he's doing and he's like too sort of self-aware, things turn left like really quickly. And when he's not in his head and just being himself and just and just present and not overthinking, like he's fine, he's totally fine. And probably maybe share that. I didn't grow up with a single mom or with I also have like a very large family. When they're all together, maybe it can seem chaotic and hectic, but my brother and I are the first in our family to be born and raised in the US. So my uncles and my aunts and all that weren't around all of the time. Like we would only see them in the summers. So, similarities and differences, and yeah.
Before I let you go, I love that carnival episode. That was so much fun to watch. Without, just want to ask, like, where did you guys shoot that at? It looks like a theme park, and how, did you guys win some awards or prizes in one of the booths? Talk to me about shooting the episode at that place.
So we shot the carnival scene in Albuquerque, New Mexico at a theme park, an actual theme park that's there. And it was fun to actually be at a theme park and you see the rides going and you hear the machines going. It helped with the excitement. A lot of times as an actor, you might shoot in a place where you don't get that. You just have a green screen. So we were very fortunate to be able to actually be at, a fair, a carnival, and with the whole setup. We actually during our rap party got to go back there and ride the ride. So it was like we just kept reliving the show, basically, that episode, which was really fun.
Yeah, that was a real amusement park in Albuquerque. I don't remember the name. I have one in my head right now, but I think it might be wrong, so I don't want to say it and like offend anyone. But it was, yeah, like when else are you in like an empty amusement park? Like it was just our crew. And our crew also lit the rides and lit the amusement park like themselves. So a lot of like, yeah, a lot of the lighting situations you're seeing with the rides or the different stuff is actually like our own lighting department from PRIMO, renting out the amusement park and them doing their own thing. But yeah, it was a pretty bizarre experience because those were also some of our only night shoots. So we'd be shooting until like 4 a.m. And yeah, just being in an empty amusement park like at night, it was a bizarre sort of thing. But it was a ton of fun, like a ton of fun.
That's awesome. Definitely shout out to the unicorn plushie, wherever he may
yes. Shout out Harris's unicorn. I actually wait to that point. Can I say what that's? I remember. I had Stakiah will remember there were chemistry reads with Maya and with the friends like when everyone was auditioning, and that one of the carnival scenes where Harris is running off with this unicorn was one of his audition scenes, I guess. And in the chemistry read, like, I remember like he came onto the Zoom and he had like this big stuffed animal duck.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like they found Harris. Like, why does this guy like, and he had this giant, and it was so perfectly apt. And it was, yeah.
That's life imitating art, or the other way around.
Yeah, exactly.
So for my fans at home, everybody go check out Primo, arriving May 19 on Amazon Freevee. Ignacio and Stakiah, thank you so much for talking to me. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rama. Thank you so much.